Entrepreneur. We're glad he's joined us in Los Alamos to share his skills and to cultivate entrepreneurship here in Los Alamos.
Well, thank you. I'm so pleased to be here.
And you've recently started a new venture called Los Alamos Venture
Accelerator. Yes, that's right. Or Lava.
Just keep talking. Our mics work even if our headphones are being wonky.
Okay. And Lava is it's hot.
Right.
We are bringing the spirit of entrepreneurship to Los Alamos and are allowing the aspiring entrepreneur to discover entrepreneurship. And we have a very clear and well-proven roadmap for them to become successful entrepreneurs.
Okay, we're on now, David. It's just, no, we're off. We have a connection issue
Technical
here with our
issues.
earphones, although our mics keep working. So I like that idea because lava is hot, and you want your whole entrepreneurship cultivation to be very hot and get lots of people interested.
It's not just hot, it's an unstoppable force of nature, as we like to say. So really get those entrepreneurial juices going and allow the entrepreneur to really hit their stride and line them up for success. And so we believe we have a recipe for entrepreneurial success.
Fantastic. Before we talk more about that, let's review your history as an entrepreneur and how you got interested in sharing those skills with other people.
It's a long story, and I won't go through the entire thing. Suffice it to say, I came over to America with very little, just an engineering. What I thought I wanted to be an engineer, so I went to Harvey Mudd College and did my engineering degree. So much like I guess many of the Lano people who have studied science or engineering, I then went to Silicon Valley to start my startup. I had only a very technical idea at the time, and what I found was that people really don't want the technology. They really want the solution that the technology provides. And it took me 10 years of trying to sell my technology, my widget, before I realized that, in fact, I should be selling the solution. And when I changed from selling the technology to selling a solution, that's when all good things started to happen. And I was able to raise up to $20 million and then sell my company for a lot of money. And was able to live the good life.
And now you're trying to share your experience with other people.
That's right. I believe there is a recipe for entrepreneurial success, and it's not just get out there and start doing it, selling or making or whatever. And the entrepreneur, the engineer, typically likes to build something, and you can spend a lot of time building or researching or studying or being an engineer without having a customer in mind, without knowing where you're going with your building, and that can waste a lot of time and a lot of money and be very frustrating. And so I did that for 10 years. I'm telling you, that's not how you do it. The right way to do it is to first you find the customer, find a problem that that customer has, then backfill it with the technology. And lucky for you, Los Alamos, living in Los Alamos, you have access to an incredible amount of research at the lab.
So you taught classes 2 different semesters last year at UNMLA. You worked with different groups of people. What kinds of ideas were they trying to develop?
Oh, they were all over the map. It was great. And if you've ever talked with an entrepreneur or never talked with an entrepreneur, you have to. It's just such a fulfilling experience because they're typically so energetic and excited about their idea, and they could talk about it for hours. And there were some great ideas and in my class. So I have 2 classes, one focused on Introduction to Entrepreneurship, which is in the spring, and then in the fall I teach a Financing the Entrepreneurial Enterprise, which is so this year I will be teaching it inside of the LACDC as part of LAVA. But it is designed to help you get funding for your business, to just get started. A few $1,000s is really all you need to prove that you have something. If you can easily raise a few $1,000s from whoever, friends, family, the community, via a crowdfunding type of campaign, then you're off to the races. So we were able to, some companies started. One company that I will talk about is called Eurobus. They have a very simple concept. If you've ever been on traveling with a few of your portable devices, you can only charge one of them at a time with this little cable that plugs into your laptop. What if that cable could actually charge multiple devices by being like Christmas tree lights, where you can plug another cable into that cable? And so you can string together as many of these Eurobus cables to charge as many devices as you've got with one USB port. So that is an amazing technology that came out of my class with a great team behind it. And Jason and Gary will be presenting their concept at the Santa Fe BizMix, which I believe is also on Tuesday. And that'll be in Santa Fe.
Interesting.
Yes.
Great. Well, tell us more about LAVA, the Los Alamos Venture Accelerator.
Yeah, so LAVA is a framework for allowing aspiring entrepreneurs to get three things: meet mentors who are essential for your business to avoid all the many pitfalls that await an entrepreneur, to form a team to meet other entrepreneurs who are also excited about your concept, and to get financing, to start getting feedback from the market, from investors, from potential customers, that your idea is actually worth something.
Let me ask you about that middle piece you mentioned, teams. So you are also helping people that may not have an idea they're pushing, but they're interested in helping someone else develop their idea.
Not everyone has that amazing idea, and
they just have that desire to
be a
help
part
something
of
new
exactly
alive.
Exactly. And so by allowing the entrepreneur to talk about their idea in a portal, lava.guru is the name of the website, then we can join them together with people who are looking for people to work with, and maybe different specialties. You need a programmer, you need a engineer, you need a scientist or a marketing person or finance or whatever. You can put it all up there, and you'll be connected.
And Lava has an office?
No.
No.
The entire thing is virtual.
Okay.
Everybody has offered me office space from inside the LACDC, inside UNM Los Alamos, but the idea of it is truly a virtual accelerator, and so virtual venture accelerator, and so the concept of office really is quite counter to that. I would say that we will be doing meetups. We will have a group mailing list, and we have a Facebook page and things like that. So if you go to, for instance, Los Alamos Venture Accelerator on Facebook, you'll find us and you can join our group, or you could go to lava.guru, sign up on the emailing list, and that is it's just a temporary website. We'll be launching the official website, the whole system, the whole platform for meeting a mentor, a teammate, and getting crowd financing in the next the event formerly known as Next Big Idea Science Fest.
Coming this fall.
That's right, in September.
So I have put a picture of Nicholas on our Facebook page, of course with our new bumper sticker, and there's a link to both the Facebook page and the website if you'd like to check that out. It's got a wonderful lava picture behind.
It's hot.
It's very hot.
Unstoppable force of nature.
Now, the idea of startups, tell us more about that.
So this is really something that I discovered, like I said, after 10 years of pain and suffering, trying to launch my own business successfully. And there were so many pivots and turns. And after a while, I forgot about, every entrepreneur's dream. I've got to sell my company for millions of dollars. It's going to be, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And I kind of realized that it was not about the destination. It was more about the journey.
Oh, well, you hear that all the time. So true also in entrepreneurship.
That's right. I loved building and creating and talking with customers and making them happy and cashing some checks every now and then was very rewarding. And, it was this sense of being independent, being able to control my own destiny and not having I had lots of bosses in terms of my board of directors and investors and so forth. But I was the person making the decision and steering the ship, and that was very empowering and liberating, and something that I never wanted to, go to lose. And so that's something that the entrepreneurial mentality, the spirit of entrepreneurship, is something I want to give everybody the opportunity to experience. And that's something that Lava is a catalyst for in Los Alamos.
Excellent. You have so far 42 people involved, so it's still small. It's just beginning. It's just incubating.
Literally just started, I guess, a month ago or a couple of months ago. And but the concept behind Lava, the engine behind Lava, as it were, is my company Sivvy.com. Sivvy.com, which is this social innovation venture incubator. And so what we do is we go around the country, ideally. This is the first and only location. And we help the local community start a virtual incubator or accelerator. Yeah. And so that's what I do. And Sivvy was able to raise $340,000 coming out of an accelerator, a physical accelerator in Oklahoma City, because there was no physical accelerator in New Mexico yet. There's one coming in Albuquerque. But the crazy thing was, when we applied to our accelerator, we were up against, I think, hundreds of other people for that same berth in the accelerator. So,
okay, back up a little bit. I keep thinking of a nuclear accelerator.
No. So a business accelerator is where you go with your team to start working on your idea full time with your colleague.
Is that the idea that was behind the Hive?
That's right, a physical accelerator.
Okay.
You go there and you get help. You get time and you get space and resources and so forth. The problem is physical accelerator rejects 99% of their applicants just because of physical limitations. You cannot have 1,000 entrepreneurs in your physical accelerator. There's just not enough floor space or
personality space either.
Exactly. So so that was what the realization was when we went to the accelerator, that we needed to unconstrain the physical world so that we could take the accelerator concept and give it to the entire planet, right? A virtual accelerator. And that's really where the concept of Sivvy was born. And we went out to raise money for that, and we closed a $340,000 seed round.
When you say we, it was you, and who were you involved with?
My CEO, my partner, Ashok Kamal, and he's a great entrepreneur. He's been very involved in social entrepreneurship, trying to save the planet. But saving the planet by encouraging more entrepreneurship, we think, is the way that the human race will survive into the next millennium. Just because we were all born entrepreneurs. We just forget it along the way as we go through our industrial age school system and we follow the traditional career path, and now we've got a mortgage and 2 kids and etc. You feel kind of stuck. But entrepreneurship is rediscovering the freedom to be creative, to be passionate about something, to run forward as fast as you possibly can and fully explore your capabilities as a human. So it's very rewarding for me. I say entrepreneurship, it should be somewhere in everybody's career path, even if it's just a hobby. And I'm very fond of saying to my class, don't quit your day job. You cannot be a good entrepreneur if you're worrying about who's going to keep the lights on or who's going to pay for the college tuition or those sorts of things. So entrepreneurship is something you can explore in your spare time.
Sounds really good. So we also want to mention that on Tuesdays, this is one of your entrepreneurs.
Yes.
Okay, tell us about that.
So the Diamond Mix co-working space is opening soon, or it is going to be very. It's a great resource for entrepreneurs because it allows you to set up a virtual office. It's basically a hot desk for $100 a month or something, very reasonable, and it's located inside of the Pueblo complex, which is it's on Diamond. It's next to the Family Strengths Network. So one of their creative events is to watch TED Talks together to discuss these very interesting presentations by amazing speakers. I think the first TED presentation at the Diamond Mix is this Tuesday at noon. So at noon in the Pueblo complex, look for some signs that point out the Diamond Mix, and it'll be fun to meet other entrepreneurs and innovators of the local community.
Fantastic. Well, we've been talking with Nicholas Seat. Look for his Lava brochure. Check out the website. You sign up for email.
Lava.guru.
Lava.guru. I love that. Okay, we've got about a minute left. Any parting words?
Yes, I definitely think that Los Alamos is a wonderful place with amazing resources for entrepreneurs, and definitely entrepreneurship is something everybody should at least taste at some point.
So come to the TED Talk, meet some other people.
Look forward to it.
Great, thank you for joining us.
Thank
here
you
at
so
KRSN.
much.